Doshiteru Yokuso YouTube, and welcome to another 2v2. Here we are again. This is another battle with Achillion, and today we're fighting against NLG Cheeser and Lucien Bergot. And these guys were from the same clan, and they were high leveled. I think one was level 6 and one was level 7. And Nick Zor just picked up the game very recently to try and sort of play after he saw the coverage of Follow the Samurai. He was sort of reminded of the old Shogun days. So yeah, he picked up the game, and we wanted to catch up a little bit and play some matches. So last one, unfortunately, was quite corrupted. Hopefully this one won't be as corrupted. This is the Bay of Many Faces, and we were talking about the map choice right before we started. And if you don't know what Bay of Many Faces is, it's basically the map with the small choke at the top right or top left, depending on where you spawn. So basically, this little area over here. Now, in vanilla Shogun, people like to send their troops up here as quick as they can, but for us, this wasn't really an option because we knew our opponents would have better line infantry, 1 for 1. So that would mean that they would, just put their best line infantry here and sort of funnel fire into our guys and cause a lot of casualties. So some cannon shots here happening from the red player, who is NLG Cheeser, and Cheeser has a 5-level Armstrong gun, 85 accuracy. That is just absolutely redonkulous, and they're going to be getting a lot of kill here, a lot of kills on our units. So generally, people have been saying that the artillery are sort of overpowered. I haven't really played against much of them, but judging from how accurate they are, it does seem kind of silly. I don't know much about the time period, to be honest. And lol, that one hit the tree. I don't know much about the time period, so I don't know much about the accuracy of all of this stuff. So if anybody is into this time period and knows about it, definitely do let us know, and I'll try to incorporate it in my next video. So yeah, an Armstrong cannon. Here's his general, and then he's got some black bear infantry over here with the black little hat thingies, the wigs, and he's got let's see, he's got 2 of those, and then he's got a spear levy. But you can see he's spent a lot of money on those. His friend Lucien Bergot, he has a spear levy. He has this unit, which is a shogunate infantry, and I guess this is the shogunate unit, and you can see they've got decent reload and accuracy skill, and they also have a morale effect on the units. And now let's move over here to my armies. I've got a Yari Ki, and then over here I've got a black bear infantry supported by a Matsuda no Kaze, a white bear infantry, and over here 2 more of these black bear infantry. And I had just unlocked the black bears in the previous battle, so I really wanted to use them. And here's a little trick. I put Matsuda Kagimaru behind this little cliff area here, just because, I wanted to have him protected from all the cannon fire. Alright, sorry about that little break, guys. I got a phone call, so let's see here. Yeah, I was using Matsuda Kagimaru behind this cliff, and you can see he's totally protected. And I also changed the colors of his bodyguard. They're all black and gold. I think that's kind of cool. So far as being continued on here, this Armstrong gun is shooting a lot, and you can see it's got 103 kills already. That is just devastating, and it's targeting units across the line, and you can see massive casualties here. So 100 units killed even before we have started the fight, and you can see Nick Zor's troops are just getting absolutely pummeled. And 100 units means literally 2/3 of one of your line infantry troops, so that thing is gonna start paying for itself very soon. You see some hidden units here appear for a little bit, and this is a Shogunate infantry, another one. And this general here, Lucien's general, is actually a melee general. So he's going to be bringing that up. And the whole point here was for me to capture this bottom building, which was the workshop, to get the armor upgrade. And now I'm going to start positioning my forces in the trees, and you always want to advance up in trees. Basically, you'll get a tree bonus against the matchlock fire or the musket fire, and then you'll be able to basically outshoot your opponent's troops, even if they do have a slight advantage on you. So you see here, these troops right here, which are the black bears, 45 reload and 60 accuracy, so he's upgraded accuracy. My units are vanilla, And do I have a veteran? Yeah, I have this one White Bear veteran, and it's 60 reload and 45 accuracy. So I'm going for reload, he's going for accuracy. I definitely do prefer accuracy. And look at this here, this one unit of Tosa Rifleman is in the trees and is going to get spotted by Nixor, and he's going to charge them downhill. And that is going to cause that unit to quickly try to withdraw out of there. Another cav unit here. Or is this the general? Indeed, this is the general of Lucian, and he's going to go into Banzai mode and hit the cav of Nixor. At the same time, I'm lining my troops up, and now we're going to start unloading on the flank of the red player here, Cheezer. And you can see he's not going to stand much chance now. Look at this beautiful formation. You always want to try and do this. You always want to catch your opponent's flank. And you can see he's going to charge his spear levers into my white bears. And when they are in guard mode, I really don't care. This charge really isn't really going to do much. I'm going to still be shooting him. His morale is still going to be going down. And my guys are better in melee anyway. So spear levies aren't really good in charging down lines. You just use them to sort of protect you know, your artillery. And you can see Nixor here lining up his troops again. Not the best lineup. I mean, he could have spread them out a little bit more, but he's doing his part. He's got a hill advantage, and you can see we've pretty much destroyed their center. And that cannon is still shooting. It's been shooting throughout the fight, and now we take a look at it, and it's got 173 killed. So keep that number in mind, because we are going to go to the results screen, and we're going to see how this unit that was firing throughout the fight on a relatively flat map did in comparison to, say, one of my units that was flanking. Just to see how it does in terms of, you know, is it worth getting, is it not worth getting. Obviously there are the advantages of artillery that, you know, it can you know, force your opponent off camping positions, but in a situation like this where your opponent is the aggressor, which we were, we sort of climbed across the map, and you can see now we've pinned them towards the edge here. In a situation like that, your artillery isn't really that useful, so we're going to see their kills, and we're going to see how they fare. But now, Mayariki, we're just going to come in here, clean up their last remaining Shogunate infantry, and that was the battle. 2v2 with Nixor, bringing back memories, at least for me, of the days of when Shogun first came out, and me and Nixor played side by side against some of the best players on the Shogun ladder at the time. I think we played the number 8 and the number 2 guy, and we beat them in an amazing fight. And that was pretty much one of my you know, best Shogun memories of all time. So that was the battle. I don't know if I can end it. Looks like I can only quit it, so unfortunately might not be able to show you the results screen. But what we can do is look at the kills. I've got 72 kills on this White Bear infantry, 36 on this one, and then my main line, I've got a 47 here, a 67 there. Nixor has 56, 56 also, 15, 73. So you can see that the cannons, the Armstrong cannons, are definitely getting a lot more kills than the line infantry through firing constantly in the battle. Now naturally, before we close this video, I just want to say that any artillery in any Total War game really comes down to positioning, how well you position it, and not only how well you position it, but the nature of the map that you position it in. A forested map, or maybe a map with a lot of hills, might actually make it useless for you. But anyway, this was the Bay of Many Faces. I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Remember to comment if you have any questions or responses. I'll get to them as fast as I can. Like the video, it does help me motivated and help the channel grow. This was Game Reducer, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.